All right, hey guys. I'm doing this on my computer, which is a first. I don't normally use the video camera on the computer. It's because I just oh, by the way, it is November 3rd. It's a Sunday evening. I think it's about 5:39, and it's pitch black outside because we had the daylight savings change last night. And but anyway, the reason I'm sitting in front of the computer is because my I did this entire take on this camera like I normally do. However, I just I'm still working on how to get the focus right. So normally I'll do a little short clip and then I'll check it to see how it focused. I didn't do that this time. I focused it first and it looked like it was focused, and then I did the whole thing and watched it back and it was not focused. So I'm redoing it on here. I think this is focused well enough. So anyway, there's a few points that I wanted to go over. First, I haven't made many videos for the past 3 weeks or so, mostly because, one, I've been out of town. I've been in Louisiana visiting home and family and friends and coworkers. The headquarters of the company that I work for up here in Pittsburgh is located in Baton Rouge, so I spent some time there and interacting with those people and maintaining and furthering those relationships, those professional relationships, which I really enjoy. Friends and family, spent time with them too. We had some LSU football games, my alma mater. We won, and we're number one right now in football. So that was really good. That was a good experience overall. It did take away time from studying and my goals here that I'm focusing on and some of my documenting process. So a little bit of a setback there. The next thing I wanted to cover, I'm trying to be as candid as I can here in this documenting process. So to explain everything and my thoughts and feelings. So this falls into that category. I also met a girl here in Pittsburgh, and during the time when I was visiting home those couple weeks and spending a lot of time away from here and not as focused, I kind of let that become somewhat of a priority. So I spent a lot of time and energy with that girl for the past couple weeks also, and that was another problem. Well, let's see, not a problem, definitely not a problem, but a little bit of a setback as far as studying and everything goes like this. So back on track now, really excited for the next couple of months. One other thing I wanted to mention that I realized the other day, or that I have been realizing for the past couple of weeks, is in addition to changing the way that I take in information, process information, compartmentalize data, and organize information in my mind for later regurgitation for these videos. In addition to that being a new part of my life and my thought because of this experience and documenting stuff, I had another realization that I spend a lot of energy, and going home helped me think about this too for these past couple weeks, is I spend a lot of energy and time analyzing people, practicing social interactions, and studying and being very observant and thoughtful about what makes people tick. And so, and I've always known this about myself, and because that's one of my passions is people, and so I've always known that that's where a lot of my energy is focused. But again, this experience is kind of making me more aware of that and how much energy I spend on that, in actuality. So, having said that, I think that's one thing that I'll have to work on, sacrificing a little more of that time and moving that time and energy into the bucket of studying and focusing on the goals that I have here for this endeavor. So let's see. Having said that, that should cover everything that I was the main points that I was going to discuss. I am very excited about the next couple months on this journey. I do not go back to Louisiana for the next 2 months until Christmas. I booked a flight. I'll be back for Christmas for a week to be with the family and friends for Christmas time, and looking forward to that. But more so, I'm looking forward to the next 2 months. My parents and brother are coming in town for Thanksgiving, which will be nice because I don't need to fly down there for that. So it'll be good to have some interaction with them between now and Christmas. I'll be here every weekend until Christmas, and I'm very excited. I'm definitely going to ramp up the studying and ramp up all of these activities that I'm doing here, the documenting and everything. Let's see. So yeah, I'm really excited about that stuff. So I'm really excited about the next couple months. So if I didn't express that just now, then there to reiterate. So I love being in a routine, and I love being in a routine. It makes me feel so good. Oh, and I have gotten back into my routine the past week. Well, let's see. I got back to Pittsburgh on a Monday. This past Monday. It's Sunday today, so this past Monday I got back. So Tuesday I did my entire cooking routine. Went to bed real. Well, we had the World Series that night, so I had to stay up that night, Tuesday night, possibly Wednesday night. But either way, I have been back on my my nutrition plan, workout routine, and sleep schedule for the past week or so, and it feels amazing to be back in it. I can't wait to continue it for the next few weeks. Excuse me, for the next couple months until Christmas, and then of course I'll eat a lot of carbs there, and it'll be really fun. See family and friends. So very excited about that. All right, so now that that's over, let's see. I have some videos here that I just took off of my phone. These videos are from the past 3 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, and I haven't uploaded them to YouTube yet. Let's see. It looks like the first one will be just me at the gym in the morning, one morning, turning on the treadmill. Let's see. I think there's another one. Oh, I discussed my the water jug, since I started doing the water jug a few weeks ago to work rather than drinking so many plastic water bottles. I just use the filter now, and so I think I forgot my bottle one day. So we have a video of that, the filter. Couple other videos. Let's see. We have one of the LSU games that I attended a few weeks ago. Let's see, and then we have a few from today and yesterday, which November 2nd, Saturday, yesterday, and today, November 3rd. I have one where I'm at the gym, and I just did a quick little video. I put my phone down and did a video of me doing lunges on the Smith machine. That was yesterday. That was Saturday, and I think, I think what I'm going to do is there's a decent amount of content that I could produce as far as my workouts go. So I'll get better at all that. But I have a little clip of that. Then a couple other things that I explain have clips of right there. So I'll include those in this video here, and look forward to the next couple months. So, woo, excited. Forgot my water jug. It's tough because it's relatively new, part of the routine. I also forgot to fill up the jug last night. So it takes forever. I may just get a picture for the office. So I just got out of the elevator, and I was riding up with some guy, and I was like, man, it's starting to get cold outside. And he was like, yeah, it's October. I was like, oh, okay. Hey, it's October 16th. It's a Wednesday evening. It's about 7:15 p.m. And I just got back from the gym. I didn't get to go to the gym this past weekend. I was visiting home again. And I haven't done many videos. I didn't do many videos from the weekend visit. And also haven't done any Monday or Tuesday of this week. Everything's going well. Didn't get to go to the gym down the road over the weekend, which is why I couldn't resist going this evening and skipping out on a couple other things this evening. But it's been relatively average as far as studying goes, and the sleep schedule's been a little bit wacky because of the past weekend. I slept slept a little less than I normally do, so I'm still kind of getting back into gear. It takes a few days for me to kind of get my rhythm back, my sleep rhythm, and workout rhythm, of course. I did do a 2-a-day today, so I'm definitely tired from the run this morning on the treadmill. I plan to do. Let's see. This weekend's going to be a good weekend because we have no events going on, so it'll be just me here. I'll be able to study and and hopefully document a couple more things and keep you in the loop. So it's Saturday morning, November 2nd, and the temperature's actually plummeted here in Pittsburgh. I think it's maybe 35 this morning. So last weekend it was like 80, I believe. So get my morning coffee here and probably go to the gym after that and then get some studying done. So that's what's going on here. There was a foot race this morning, another one that I didn't know about that I would have definitely partaken in. So the Starbucks is absolutely slam packed. So here I go to wait in line. So it's November 2nd today, and I just wanted to share a few things that I'm learning while studying for the GMAT here. And the first thing is throughout the study process, I've learned that I'll probably need, and I'm going to remake this and make the system more streamlined, but I'll end up needing 3 notepads. One will be to just do work. To do the math and formulas and write things out and draw things to help me understand the problem. Another one will be to write down which problems I need to revisit. So, for example, the ones that I deem unnecessary to actually spend as much time as it would take to fully understand the problem unnecessary. So I'll move to the next problem. That may be a bad strategy for now, but I think getting as much content and data as possible right now is better than really mulling over one problem, just as I think it will be when actually taking the test. But I do want to come back to those problems when I take a break or when I have free time. So I want to write those down on one sheet, and then the last sheet will be topics of concern, definitions, formulas, things like that I want to study just in general as kind of just to understand those principles best. So those are the three different notepads that I think I'm gonna start kind of using. This is unorganized right now. I haven't really broken it out, but that will be done soon. Another thing that I wanted to mention here, as you can see in the book here, I'm actually writing the date on which I start the certain set of problems, and then I'll also write a C or an I. You can see there. And that indicates whether or not I got the problem correct or incorrect on the first try without looking at the answers. So regardless of whether I get it correct on my own without the solution, I still go back and go over the full solution, obviously, for everything. But that's kind of how I maintain kind of a record of how I'm doing there. And as you can see, there's a lot of incorrects, but that's really the point of doing this. So I like when I get one incorrect more than I get it correct, because I want to learn here. So but yeah, that's the kind of the system that I'm kind of going by now as far as the study process. So just a little tidbit there. So I just went down. It's November 3rd today. It's a Sunday morning, and I just went down for my morning coffee, and just wanted to note it was pretty interesting because and it's been changing the past 4 or 5 days. I actually drove through a little flurry of snow, but the weather here is unique. And having grown up in the South and never really lived anywhere else, I've only experienced this kind of cold. So like a city, kind of a windy, dry cold. I've only experienced it on trips and things like that. So it was kind of an interesting thing this morning. I'm kind of excited about going through my first winter, living through my first winter. So uh, yeah. So anyway, today I'll finish my coffee here and then go to the gym. I'll get that out of the way. Going to the gym. I say it like it's a burden, but I'm really excited about that. Go to the gym, and I'll be back here. The Pittsburgh Steelers football team plays today. They play the Colts at home. So right down the right over there in the stadium. And so I thought about going, but the thing about that is it's costly and more importantly, it takes a lot of time. So I'm not going to do that this weekend. Maybe if I get ahead the next few weeks, because I've gotten behind in my studying and everything because of my trips back to Louisiana. So maybe in the coming weeks, if I can catch back up with studying and everything, I may attend a game. Anyway, so I'll finish my workout before 1 o'clock, which is when they play, and I figured to substitute going to the game, I will go watch the game and have lunch at one of these nice restaurants, or one of these little sports restaurants down here. So I'm excited for that, and then I'll come back and go ahead and get back to studying and everything. So that's gonna be today's events. And another thing is, I think I'm going to maybe watch a movie tonight. It sounds funny, but I was talking to somebody yesterday, and I mentioned Disney movies, and I was like, man, I haven't seen a good Disney movie in a while. So I think I'm gonna watch a Disney movie this evening, and kind of relax, before bed. So and forego reading and Spanish studying. So yep, that's the plan for today. It's a good day. It's getting cold out here. So I know it doesn't directly pertain to what I'm kind of documenting here, but a little update on just my gym experience today. I was doing chest. I was working out pecs, and I do bench, and I was getting kind of frustrated with the maximum weight that I can bench press. So I decided to really focus heavily on the triceps. So I think that'll add to increasing the maximum weight on bench press. So that's the hopes. So one more thing before we close today. In lieu of a quote, I kind of have my own little quote that I was gonna say because I looked it up and I tried to find a quote for it. I thought that I had read a quote at some point in my life that I really liked on this subject, but I couldn't find it when I Googled it a little while ago. So I just and one thing too, I wrote this down a week ago or so. Let's see, it's just pretty cool. This is one of the lessons learned that I wrote for myself the other week. Was let's see, you can't be doing things perfectly, and you always need to be adjusting. So I mean, that's just a note. Obviously, that's not like worded in an appealing way, but I mean, you get the gist there. You see what my thought was. So it's like you can't always be doing things exactly perfectly, but you always can be adjusting properly. You know what I mean? So I like that, and that goes along with what my quote was going to be today. So I'll just say the quote or whatever the little thing that I was going to say is, life is full of speed bumps. So take them as they come. You may hit your head on the ceiling of the car at some point, but learn from them and know that they're going to be there. It's not always perfect, and that goes along with that lessons learned that one day that I had written down. So I like that one. I think it applies to this past couple weeks where I've had the a little bit of distractions and trips and girls and things like that. So yeah, I like that, and that'll close this video for us.